back again, and we are doing our second training session for the day. She is very motivated today, which is really good. I think it's actually helped out that like my older dog is getting old, obviously, but he's also getting more energetic. And so today we're going to be continuing our lesson with the down and trying to fade out the lure. And we'll do a little more posing, and we'll mix some other things in there. I have a plan for the next like 3 or 4 weeks, and so we will be putting in other commands over time that I think are useful, such as leave it. So keep an eye out for those videos coming down, but this will be a good indicator of when we take a few hours of a break, how well does she remember and retain the information from the previous session. Or, well, girl, okay. So we're starting with just rump right now because I don't want her to get used to just going to the down position every single time. And I just drop something right there. That's what she's searching. Rump. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. So you saw there, I barely had to exaggerate the lure at all. Rump. Good girl. Okay. And there I'm trying not to do too many plotzes in a row. Rump. Good girl. It's good she's making eye contact. Good girl. More. Good girl. She's looking at my hand. Good. Okay. I was trying to say 3 different things at once. But she made eye contact, which is really good. She's been kind of staring where my lure hand is. That's why I'm hiding it right now. Good girl. Okay. So she does do this thing consistently where she kind of gets halfway up and then she's like, oh wait, I'm supposed to go into the down position. And then she does it. So over time, I'll be increasing the difficulty level by not rewarding that. Okay. But for right now, I'm really focusing on making the lure very minimal. So I'm totally fine if she does that behavior right now. Good girl. Huh? Okay. Okay. So that one's a little bit trickier because she's still doing the jump. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more picky about what behavior I reward. Good girl. Okay. Right there, she didn't jump. She kind of rolled under her hindquarters. That's what I want, and that's why I rewarded that. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. You can see she is a very quick learner. One thing I'll talk about it right now really quick is like adding difficulty levels. So right now we're in a quiet room. There's no other dogs. It's a low difficulty setting, like if you're playing a video game. In the future though, I'm going to be adding difficulty by taking it out in the living room, going outside, adding more distractions in. Good girl. She's making really good eye contact now. Okay. And that's just caused by me only releasing her when she makes that eye contact. So it's all about association. I'm building that association. Good girl. Okay. She's going to get 2 pieces for that one. She did really well. She's even making eye contact in the down position. And that's a benefit of fading out that lure. When I was luring between her legs, she has a tendency to follow your hand. So it was much more difficult to get her to make eye contact. But now she's making awesome eye contact. That's huge. Okay. Great. Okay. Yeah, there it is. So her motivation is really high right now, which is awesome. You want to try to capture these moments. If your dog's feeling really lazy, maybe you do fewer training sessions. And if your dog's really motivated like this, maybe you do more. Good girl. Okay. So it's not the perfect Platz position, but right now I'm not working on that. I will do that more later on. Platz. Good girl. Waiting for eye contact. Waiting for eye contact. Okay. And you'll see what I did right there is I brought my hand up above my head, and so it's likely to bring her eye contact up towards mine, and then I release her. Good girl. Okay. She almost got me there. I could feel it on my fingertip. I'm just positioning the meat so I can kind of throw it into her mouth, so I'm trying not to get bit. Okay. Yeah, you're motivated today. Okay. Good girl. Okay. Always trying to mix it up because I don't want her to just go into the down position automatically. And you saw that a couple of, maybe it was last video, but she was just going to the down position automatically. Touch. Okay. I can hear my dog outside the door, Bandit. He wants in on the training. He mostly just wants in on the food though. Touch. Good girl. Touch. No. So there, she's just offering random things that she knows has gotten her rewards in the past. And you don't want that. You want her to only do a behavior when you ask for it. Touch. Okay. Touch. Okay. So you notice there I tried to separate the click and the release word. Touch. Okay. Let's see. Bandit's pulling at my heartstrings. Rump. Good girl. Platz. Good girl. Okay. I think I'll do a little bit of training with him for like command training maybe, but this video series is mainly focused on her and her progress. And so, I'll utilize him to add difficulty to everything. Good girl. Great eye contact, I love that. Okay. Oh. Rump. Good girl. Platz. Good girl. Okay. I'm starting to add in the command word now that I'm confident she's going to move into position. That's another thing about when you increase difficulty level, like let's say I start doing this outside, the chances of her succeeding are much lower, so you want to increase difficulty level slowly. And then also, maybe don't use the command word right off the bat, right? Because you only want to use the command word when they are going to obey you, and you're confident they're going to obey you. So maybe when you up the difficulty level, you don't use the command word for a little bit, you just use hand signals. And then once you're confident that they're going to obey you, then you add back that command word. Platz. Good girl. And this is why the release word is so awesome. Okay. So I'm essentially teaching her how to stay as well. And that's just by getting her used to not breaking position until I give that release word. It's huge. Rump. Hey. Rump. Good girl. Okay. All right. Touch. More. Okay. With the targeting, the touch command, it's up to you how strict you want to be. I recommend when you first start out, you're pretty lenient. You try to release them quickly. But if you really want them to like glue their face to your hand, you can just slowly increase the grading criteria to where, you know, if they release from your hand, you give them no reward marker. You just have to always find that balance where you are allowing them to succeed 70 to 80% of the time. So you need to increase the grading criteria slowly to make sure they're still succeeding. Touch. Okay. But I'll train the touch command more and more over time because it's so useful to get them into different positions. Okay. Okay. You can see there she actually held the pose for a little bit. And with that posing command specifically, they start to get better and better balance over time. So when they initially do it, it's going to be like jumping. You saw the first video, falling over. Then over time, they're going to get better and better at it. Okay. To where they can actually balance on their haunches for a couple of seconds. Rump. No. So there, I asked for the rump command, the sit command. She didn't do it, so that's where I give that no reward marker. And I just kind of ignore her for a little bit. Rump. Good girl. Okay. And since she failed at it, I'm just going to mark that behavior and reward it when she does succeed. Always want her to be succeeding. Good girl. Platz. Good girl. Okay. All right, so I think we're going to cut this one kind of short. I'm going to bring Bandit in just so he has a little bit of fun. And we'll end the episode with them together. Rump. Good girl. Platz. Good girl. Okay. All right, now I'm going to bring Bandit in because he is tugging at my heartstrings. It's difficult when you have multiple dogs. Come on, big guy. Yeah. And especially with the clicker, and I'm not inside a giant house. So now we'll consider this like team training, kind of. Rump. Good boy. Are you pretty? More, more. Are you pretty? No. So he knows when he wants to offer a really cute command. There's kind of two that I do. Rump. Rump. Good boy. Are you pretty? Okay. Wow, he caught that out of the air. That's crazy. Rump. Good girl. So I'm not going to use the command word. Good girl. Okay. Because there's added distraction right now, so I want to ensure that she actually does the command before I start trying to use that command word again, just because I added some difficulty level here. Rump. Good boy. Wait for eye contact. Good boy. Look at me. Okay. I can't wait until I can get the rug inside here. I think it's arriving tomorrow. But with him specifically, he gets so slippery on these because his feet are kind of calloused. Good girl. Ron. Good boy. No. That's another tough one. I'm trying to reward him. I'm not going to require quite as much out of him because he's such an old guy. But I'm not going to let her get away with breaking position. Rump. Good boy. Waiting for her to look at me. Okay. You were close enough, Bandit. It's tough with older dogs, especially if their hearing goes. I've kind of found how much of an impact that has. It's like all of a sudden you can't really hear the command words too well anymore. But it's a good distraction for her. Furby, good girl. See, there's that added difficulty layer. Good girl. Okay. Rump. Good boy. You're worse than her. Look at me. Okay. He has really good hand-eye coordination, though. He almost catches it like sideways. It's crazy. Get over there. Get over there. I dropped a piece of meat, but they don't notice yet. Oh, she might. Maybe she understands English now. No. That wasn't what we wanted you to do. Okay. What should I have you do? Touch. Bandit, touch. Good boy. More. More. Okay. Wrong. Good boy. Furby. Good boy. Rump. Bandit, rump. Rump. Good boy. Stay. No. You don't get a reward then. Only Bandit gets a reward. It's kind of good to build like the competitive spirit in them though. It's like if you're just trying to, do something by yourself. Rump. Okay. Furby. Good girl. Mm-hmm. Good girl. Okay. Rom. No. So it's good for him to have a refresher course, because honestly, I haven't really spent too much time. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. That was great. She actually stopped going into the down position because she didn't get a command to go into the down position. So that's actually really, really good, because that means she's starting to understand that she only should do something if I command her to do that thing. As I was saying with Bandit, I haven't really done too much training for the past quite a while. Okay. Just because he's been such a good dog. And like one thing I want to stress with this channel is like, I'm not here to do like competitive obedience training or anything like that. I'm here to try to help you get a dog that you're happy to live with. And doing command training is a huge part of that. Good girl. Okay. Because one, it teaches them like respect for you, listening to you. You're the alpha in this situation. You're providing the food. So it provides general discipline. And then also a lot of these commands can be really useful throughout the day. Rump. Good boy. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. All right. I don't want this to drag out too long though. I think I put a little bit too many treats in there. So I'll do a little bit more after this, but I think you guys have the picture of the video. I think I'll do a quick summary again. We're trying to, I guess, raise the bar with her commands. And that's what a lot of these like repetitive training sessions are meant to do. And I hope I'm giving some nice insight as I do a little bit of commentary along the side as well. But the goal here was to fade the lure with her and then also increase the difficulty level by reducing the exaggeration of the lure. And I think we were very successful there. We did a little bit of increased difficulty by bringing Bandit into the situation as well. So please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys have any questions, concerns, and I'll see you next time.